Okay, well, I thought it was pretty interesting. I used to read that book a lot.
Were you interested in medicine, or were you just into the pictures?
No, I just thought it was cool that I could. Next day I went to our doctor down the block, sure enough, acute appendicitis. They rushed me right to the hospital. Well, I figured this book would cover everything the rest of my life. And when I was 13, I had my first wet dream. So I went right back to the book. Milky discharge, milky discharge, milky discharge, milky discharge. Gonorrhea! I was in shock. I mean, gonorrhea! Before it even started, I was terrified. How was I going to tell my mother I had gonorrhea? And so the book said, well, drink a lot of water.
Is that all the book said?
No, it said take penicillin strepto or something or other. But I couldn't do anything about that unless I told somebody. So all I could do was drink the water, and I drank like 20 glasses a day. For 3 weeks, I almost drowned! And so finally, I went to confession, and I told the priest that I had gonorrhea. And wow, he was in shock. Who have you been with, my son? Nobody. Then how can you have gonorrhea? So I told him the book's diagnosis for milky discharge, and well, he set me straight. You know, that's about the only time the church has ever helped me out, now that I think about it. Well, I was
4 for 10, that's the glory of my life. I remember when everybody was my size. Oh boy, was that great. But then everybody else started moving up, and then I was so bad. 4 for 10. Oh, but I just kept hoping and praying. I used to hang from a parallel bar by the hour, hoping I'd stretch just an inch more. Because I was into dancing now, and I was good, and I wanted so much to just grow up and be a prima ballerina. Then I went out for little cheerleader, and they told me, no dice. You'll get lost in the football field. The pom-poms are bigger than you. I spent my whole childhood just waiting to grow. Tits. When am I gonna grow tits?
Secret. My whole life was a secret.
One little fart! And they've always thinking for 3 whole years!
Goodbye 12, goodbye 13. Hello,
I got on the way!
see Daddy Yankee. Time to grow, time to grow. Wow, Mom and Dad, we're doing it.
I'm gonna be a movie star.
But you see, the only thing Peanut on point. That was my whole trip, my size. And it still is. God, my last show, I was 32 and I played this 14-year-old brat.
I thought you said you were 21.
So I got caught. But I don't look it, and I should knock it because I've always been able to work. From the time I was 5 in summer stock, up till now I've never stopped, cause wherever I am
So excited because I'm going to go to the High School of Performing Arts. I mean, I was dying to be a serious actress. Anyways, it's the first day of acting class, and we're in the auditorium with the teacher, Mr. Carr. Oh, Mr. Carr. Anyways, he puts us up on stage with our legs around each other, one in back of the other, and he says,
Okay, today we're doing improvisations. You're on a bobsled, it's snowing, and it's cold out. Okay, go!
every day for a week, we try to feel the motion down the hill. Every day for a week, we try to hear the wind rush, feel the chill. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see what I had inside. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried. And everybody's going, and Garth turns to me and he says,
Okay, Morales. What did you feel?
and I said, nothing, I'm feeling nothing. And he said,
Nothing could get a girl transferred.
they all felt something, but I felt nothing, except the feeling that this bullshit was absurd. But I thought to myself, hey, it's only the first week, maybe it's genetic. They don't have bobsleds in San Juan. Second week, more advanced, had to be a table, be a sports car, ice cream cone. Mr. Carp, he would say,
Very good. Except Morales. Try Morales. All alone.
so I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see how an ice cream felt. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried to melt. The kids yelled, nothing! They called me nothing, and part about it, which really makes me good. They were so helpful. They called me hopeless until I really didn't know where else to turn. And Carter said to me,
Morales, I think you should transfer to Girls High. You'll never be an actress. Never.
Jesus Christ. Santa Maria said,